Derek Spallone, glad to be alongside Phoenix Mercury star Diana Taurasi. Diana, how are you doing today?
Great.
Aside from the loss, aside
Yeah.
from the loss, it's great to see you. Thanks for taking the time out. But yeah, just first and foremost, with the loss as the season progresses, what is a couple of areas that the team can improve upon moving forth in order to pick up that consistency down the stretch?
There's a couple, bold points that we need to get better at. And, at stretches we do a really good job of it, and at stretches we're just really poor at it. So, this team has a lot of experience. We know the things that need to be done to win, and we're not doing those things enough to win consistently. So, we just got to find it and put our heads down and keep working.
Absolutely. It'll definitely come in due time. And
Yeah.
as one of the catalysts of the league, with this being the historic 20th year of the WNBA, how special is it for you just being a part of that and seeing the continued growth and the impact you've had throughout your career here?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible. 20 years, that's a long time for a league, especially, a women's professional league in this country, which, pretty much, they start and they die pretty quickly. So for this to be going on for 20 years and have the exposure and some of the greatest players in the world, I think it means a lot to a lot of basketball players.
Yeah, and playing with Coach Brandello and her husband overseas, and now here with the Mercury as well, throughout your career, how is that chemistry and that flow continue to develop and transport to success?
Yeah, we have great synergy. We know what they want to get done. We know their system really well, and they've really implemented that, obviously, over in Russia and here now. So, it's a really good relationship that we have with them.
Perfect. And just a few more questions for you. You've definitely encountered success throughout your career at college, University of Connecticut, three-time champion, three-time WNBA champion. Congratulations on being the third player in WNBA history to eclipse the 7,000-point milestone. But when you just reflect back on what you were able to accomplish, what stands out the most about the way you've handled success throughout your career?
It comes at you from a lot of different directions. And, when you're young, you're just going through it. You really don't think about what's going on, and you just keep playing, and you go from team to team. Being a little older now, I get to reflect on how many, great people I've been around, teammates, coaches, and I've had some incredible people around me, especially here in Phoenix, and it's always been a situation that I love coming back to, and, it's pretty special now that I think about it.
Yeah, and I mean, just being with Phoenix throughout your whole career, I mean, it's uncommon sometimes in sports to be with one franchise, but that just shows the loyalty as well as that.
Yeah, for sure. I'd never imagined playing for another team, and 13 years later, I get to wear the same jersey, so that means a lot because not a lot of players get to do that, and they've been loyal to me, and hopefully I've reciprocated that feeling.
Yeah, and just my final question for you, something that I found very fascinating. On your website, I noticed that there was like a strong quote, and I'm not word for word with it, but it's like basketball is it who you are or is it what you do? How do you find that balance for yourself, and is there one leaning to the other?
I really don't have any balance. It's basketball all the time, and that's probably my Achilles heel sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. So is that just has it always been that way? Would you say, or is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty much addicted to it, and since I was a little kid, I loved playing it, and even now, 34 years later, it still keeps me up at night, and it still makes me get up in the morning.
Yeah, as long as it keeps motivating you to want to keep improving. But I appreciate your time,
No
Derek
problem.
Spallone, Diana Taurasi. Thank
Thanks,
you.
my man.
Yeah,
Take
thanks.
care.